remember, I can do it. You need to do it by yourself.
Just put it right on here. I'll just put it right here on my phone. And then could you drop this StreamYard recording? Hold on.
Remember, we need to add the stream. That's why I can do it for you, because it needs to be done on the same computer as the person who's going to be streaming.
Got it. Could you drop the StreamYard below?
I send it on Slack at like
Beautiful,
1 minute.
beautiful, beautiful. Alrighty. Okay, thank you so much. Hello and welcome to another landline call here. I'm going to drop this here. We'll go live on Instagram as well. If you guys want to join, Patricia will drop the link below to join the live call, guys. Welcome, welcome. Go live here. Weekly landline. Alrighty. So we're going to go live here in the landline, and then we'll drop here in. Alrighty. So you can join the live call if you want to join here. You can just join right there. Alrighty. Alrighty, guys, if we have any people behind, going live here right now, you can, if you're on Instagram, you can click the StreamYard to go behind and ask questions directly to us. We got some people joining us live. Pat, how's it going today, Pat? We haven't spoken for a while. What's going on?
I'm very busy working.
I do love the new photos for the. If we were to check this out right here, if I share my screen, I love these new photos here from the Hustler. We got beginner resources. We got Hustler resources. This looks good, Pat.
Yes, the beginner
looks
stage.
Good. This looks very good. I like it a lot. Alrighty. Okay, guys. So if you, here. Oh no, wrong thing. I was not sharing my screen. Alrighty. So if you want to join us live here, Talk Dirt, Talk Land. Excuse me. Talk Dirt, Talk Land. We can go right into it. We see some people are joining us live this week. We're getting closer to the holidays. I got a feeling that people are going to start to prioritize eggnog over joining us live, which don't blame them. Don't blame them for prioritizing eggnog. Do you guys have eggnog in Venezuela?
No, not really. Like, not the holidays in US are not that similar as here. For example, Thanksgiving, as I told you, that's not something we celebrate here. Mostly Christmas, like 24 and Happy New Year, that's it, but anything else, really.
You guys have like a drink, like the eggnog thing is definitely American, but do you have like a drink, like a cocktail or something in like you guys?
Yes, Venezuelans drink a lot of rum, you know, rum. Like, well, I think Venezuelan rum is the #1 in the world, if I'm not wrong, or we have like the best, like we're on top 3 in this world of rum and chocolate. So yes, and Venezuelan people really like to drink, so. Since season of the year to do it. So yes.
Una feria, una feria. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. So Pat, I mean, we don't have anyone behind. We're missing our man Frank this week, which is super sad.
Yes.
Frank's not with us, which is I'm sad. But you know, the show must go on.
I'm gonna share something with you.
Yeah, let's go for some questions here. We got some people joining us live. Alrighty, got some questions. Okay, we got some questions here. I see them in our chat. So, let's talk about market research. So, I think you know new people that are interested in getting into land. One of the big things is around market research, right? And how do you target? Excuse me. How do you target the right markets? How do you target the best markets? Pat, at this point, you probably know this just as well as anyone, right? But you know, finding properties that are we like to look at counties and areas that are below between 120 to 150 days on market. Obviously, below that is much better, right? It's better for velocity. It's better for selling. We are not even. Does this sound better?
Yes, but it
Okay,
sounds
good.
good. But yes,
Okay.
this
So going between 120 to 150 days on market. If you're joining us over in the Instagram, I see we got a couple of people live. You can click the link down below in the pin and join us behind the stage. But 120 to 150 days, kind of that's the minimum or the most that I'd like to see. I'd like it to be lower than this. That's my philosophy. Excuse me. Jeez. I gotta get a shot of espresso or something here. And I think the key is we're looking for markets specifically that have high velocity. And what high velocity, what that actually looks like is I'm gonna pin this to here. So guys, if you want to join us behind stage, you can join us with this StreamYard here. But we're really looking for markets that have speed, right? Hey, I see Tim. We see you just went backstage, brother. We'll call you up here in a second. We have markets that have true speed, right? And speed is mostly found in sell-through rate, right? Sell-through rate indicates speed, right? And that is super important, right? So if you have a market that has high velocity, that has turnover, that allows you to move your money faster, which is a way to actually scale this business, right? Because you can compress margins if you have speed. This is what the biggest companies in the world do. They have very small margins, like Walmart. They have. I'll get to your question in a second, but they shrink their margins because they have very high velocity, right? So we just had a question behind. What's up, Brian? Are you coming? Are you going to come behind, man? Is that Brian?
Yes, that's Brian.
Brian, come behind, man. I'd love to hear how you're doing since it's a challenge, brother. So most of the time they do not show their test results 25 years ago. I've seen up to 3 years ago, but usually not 25 years. So, Pat, I'm going to bring up Tim on the stage. What's up, Tim? How are we doing, man?
What's up, man? I didn't expect to be on stage. No, what's up, man? No,
if you don't have a question, brother, no reason. You could just stay and watch and listen, and no pressure here.
Yeah, no, I guess actually since I'm here anyways, I do have a question. So, I've just been watching a lot of YouTube videos on land. I currently wholesale and do single family homes.
Cool.
But at least in the research that I've done, I find that a lot of people that do outbound have a ton of success doing land. So which is super interesting to me. Very interesting. At least from the videos that I watch, it seems like the ROI is much higher with outbound on land. But I guess my first question is, what is your guys' main marketing channel as a company? Do you guys mainly do inbound or outbound? And then my second question is what is the exit that you guys do? Do you guys wholesale the land and you guys find builders, or do you guys list it on market and do novations?
Yeah, great question, man.
Yeah,
those are great questions.
So you might be watching two different types of land investing. So one of them is wholesaling lots to builders, which everyone eventually comes and works with me who does that, or comes to rural recreational land, because the profit spreads are so small on those deals.
Yeah.
They're like normal wholesale profits, 2,500, 5,000. And actually, there's a guy that just 3 people that just joined the Deal Engine that were in that world, and they're like, dude, it's hard to scale that business. So what we do, we take title 99% of the time, right? We acquire the land and with cash, and we there's tons of funders. You know, you're part of the LandMan community, so if you post, you get help with funding a deal if you get a deal. But there's tons of funders that can help you buy these things all cash and JV. And so our primary strategy, Tim, is to acquire these lands, these off-market parcels, and then we close on them, and then we'll do some slight development, very small development, and then we'll resell them. Right? I'll give you an example. Someone just submitted a deal. It's buy for 32K, sell for 64. Right? We closed on a deal 2 weeks ago. There was buy for 255, sell for 550. So we bought that thing cash, and we're going to sell it for 550, and we already have an LOI on it, close in April. It's a multifamily lot, right? So that is the model that we use. We primarily rural rec. Sometimes we go to larger deals, because our firm, we do development deals as well. Like, so we'll actually subdivide deals, and we'll do development of the deal. So I don't know if you're if you're learning about land. We are in the process of launching basically the scaling roadmap. Like, everything you need to do at any stage is going to be completely free. It's called the Land Ladder. And it's essentially what you need to do when you're starting out, what you need to do when you're starting to do a deal, 2 to 3 deals a month, 3 to 8, and then starting to become a developer like we are now. Like, we primarily do, we work with D.R. Horton, Lennar, Toll Brothers, and we entitle land and we rezone land. And those checks are 7-figure checks, right? Multi high 6 figures, multi 7-figure checks, which is why I love land as an asset class, right? So the first question you had was about inbound versus outbound, right? Everything is, everything comes down to ROI, right? I have many clients that do texting, and their ROI, this is private clients, people that work directly with me, and what we see it generally is between 8 and 12x, which is insane relative to house wholesaling, right? Yeah. Our direct mail that we're seeing in our business, so we use direct mail. We also do outbound. We do cold calling. Our cold calling is about a 13x right now. It changes every month. And our direct mail is about an 8x ROAS, but it's going to be up to about 17 because we're targeting larger deals now. And so, the spreads, our spreads are much bigger. Our average profit per deal as of right now is about 37K. And that's going up because we're targeting larger tracks. But that's our average profit per deal. So we do a lot of different marketing strategies. I would recommend, if you're starting out, to pick one or the other. As a part of the Land Ladder, it's like a very clear scaling roadmap. Here's who you need to install, and here's who you need to hire. Here's the systems. Here's the CRM. Here's the marketing channels. But you pick one. If you have more time than money, you pick outbound, like texting or calling. Obviously, there's TCPA laws that you have to be aware of, DNC, et cetera. But if you have more money than time, then the direct mail is obviously the better choice.
Okay, got it. Yeah, because it makes sense. That's really good. Those are really good returns. What are the sales cycles like? Like, just say you're to buy the land, and whoever not finances or gives you the funds, the money. What's the turnaround time typically from like you locking the contract up, you closing on it, to you relisting it and selling it? I mean, that sounds like it's probably at least a 6-month timeline, I assume, right?
Our cash conversion cycle is right now 166 days.
Okay.
That is under contract to close on the sell side.
Okay.
So that means give it 30 to 45 days to close on the buy side, something like that. And so, it's like 120 days ish, which is not bad. But we have deals that sell much faster, and we have deals that sell much slower. But that's usually what you can assume, 130 to 150 days. Anyone that tells you differently is
full of it.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. No, I mean, I've just thought about land for a while. I just, I feel like it's, I mean, I do about 1 to 2 deals a month right now on single family homes.
Okay.
I think I could have done, more. I learned about novations like a month ago and I started pitching it. But then I saw this guy on Twitter I've been following, and he does land, and he does the exact same of what you do. He takes it down and he relists it.
Who's the Twitter guy? What's his name?
His name's called Nick.
Nick Staley.
Yeah, Nick Staley. Yeah, that's right.
I know Nick Staley. Yeah, I know him. I know Nick Staley. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah. So I've been following Nick for a little bit and following his stuff, and I'm like, wow, this guy only does, at least, well, I could be wrong, but only does outbound SMS, and like I'm running like 130, 140 messages a month, 130,000, 140,000. So I'm like, maybe I might make the transition. I don't know how hard it is compared to single family. I've never done land before.
I've done wholesaling, house flipping. I own apartment buildings.
Okay.
It is significantly easier.
Yeah. Because I'm like, damn, like I just rarely see people that are successful on single family homes scaling like SMS only as an outbound. They typically have like an inbound/outbound channel. Because you have to send so much volume, right, just to get a deal, and you have to filter out so many leads. So that's why I'm like considering land. I just don't know. Like I'd have to do a little bit more research, but I have a friend that's doing exactly what you're talking about, and Nick too. so yeah.
Yeah, man. If you want, if you want to talk more about it, you can book a call with me, and happy to share kind of the best practices and stuff like that. If you're already doing 1 to 2 deals a month in house wholesaling, the transition will be remarkably easy. You're the only core nuance is, well, there's a couple of core nuances. Sales process is relatively the same. You're selling pleasure, not pain. And so you're selling the vacation, not, you're going to lose your house. Market selection is more important, right? Because you're probably just in one city. So that's super important. And comping is really important. That's at the beginning. But if you're already doing it, man, you can crush it. We're going to put you backstage, Tim. If you got another question, my man, just raise your hand, and thanks for being a part of the community, and we'll talk to you soon, brother.
Cool, man.
Ryan, you with us, brother?
Hey, what's up, Clay? I'm here.
Do you got any questions, or just here for listening?
I was just working on something else. I do have some questions. Is this an appropriate time to send over an APN or address, or is that for another day?
Dude, you're right here, right time. I see you in behind there, Frank. Good to see you, brother. We're good now, so let's talk shop. What do you got? Drop it.
Yeah, let me pull that up. I got a note here. Just send that over for you. It's an APN. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, drop the APN, county, state, whatever, and we'll check it out.
All right, it's Marion County, Florida. And I'm going to drop the APN in just a minute. Let's see here. Put it in the chat. All right.
Marion County, Florida. Alrighty, we'll hit that. I see it right here. Thank you. I will share my screen. Okay, we're going to go here. All right. Let me know, Ryan, when you can see my screen. Oh, I think I lost you, man.
Yeah, I can see it. Yep.
Cool. All right. So is this under contract, or is this going to be under contract?
Not under contract. I actually think maybe the guy's asking for too much, but I was thinking this might be a good one to review.
Okay, love it. I love reviewing deals, so we'll make it happen, man.
As a little case study, the guy wants 40K an acre, so we'll see let's see what the landman says.
Cool, man. We'll get you feedback here quickly. All right, so 40 an acre. We got Ocala here. We got okay. So we're in this general area. Yeah, he's asking too much.
Yeah, I figured like Landport Austin was 20K, so maybe this is kind of a bad example, but
Yeah. Well, hey, man, you got to take swings to get goals, right? So
sure.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. I appreciate where
Yeah.
you're at, but I looked at him like, hey, you got a subdivision over here, but this seems like it's a developed subdivision. So there's always the potential for development deals, specifically in Florida. There's a lot of builders in this area, but
Yeah.
Kill it.
Thank you.
You're welcome, bro. You got anything else? I can pop you backstage if not, and we got some more. We got some Beto, Sean Lynch, and the man, the myth, the legend, Frank behind. You good? All right, I'm gonna take that as a good. What's up, Frank?
Hey man, how are you today? I'm sending you
Another
over
day
APN.
above
I
ground,
got
man.
under
Another day
contract.
above ground.
Good day it
You got a
is.
deal on a
Good day it
contract?
is. Yeah, I got something under. Uh, I'm sending you the APN now.
Let's check it out. Let's check it out.
Okay. Okay. Uh, 6 1 1
Alrighty. All right.
2.
So we got a deal. If you're joining us down below, guys, in the landline here on Instagram, you can click the link and join us backstage and ask a question. All right, Frank, whenever you throw that in, man, we got you. What state are we in?
3 1. All right. We are in Mo. What I'm sending you over is in Mojave, Arizona. Did it
Alrighty,
come
let's
through?
do it. We got it. Mojave, Arizona. Mojave, Arizona.
2 5 acre lots.
Okay.
2 5 acre lots.
Could be your lucky day, man. Mojave
Yeah, that would
County.
be great.
Right. All right. So I can't get it. I can't pull it with this. Is there a 0 in front of here, Frank?
No.
What's the seller's name?
Uh, the seller's name is Rubino, Rubino.
Carol or William?
First name, Carol.
Okay, Carol. Hey, Hank, we'll get to your question in a second. Okay, we got 2 of these. Okay, got it. All right, should you want me to figure out what it's worth before telling you what it's worth, or do you have an idea about?
Let me hear what you come up
All
with.
right, let's do it. Let's check it out. All right, so here it is. We got 2 5 acres, right? 2 5 acres here. We got these 5 acres that are west of Dolan Springs. Okay. So we're in this general area. So Dolan Springs is right here. We are 29 right here, United States of America. What is this? 93. Where is 93? We're on the other side of 93. We are right here. This is where we are. Okay. We are in this general area. All right. This is a 10-acre lot. That's sold for, I don't really like this one, to be fair. I'm going to check this one out though. So I got this thing right here. We got Mojave County. We got this. We're popping it in. Okay, we got this. So this is not that nice. Okay. It doesn't have road frontage. Okay. So this is a comp that's sold for $3,000 an acre. It didn't have any road frontage, so I don't like that comp. It's very close to our parcel though. Let's check this one out here. We got a 40 acre. That's again not a good one. Oh man, you're making me work for this one, huh? All right, we got some 2 acres here.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm starting to like what I see here. All right. Okay. I like this as a comp. Where are we located here? Okay, we got to be a little bit further up. We do have good road frontage though, and I am getting closer here. Okay, so I'm closer. I'm more like up here. I'm like, okay, so this is a 20. This is a, oh man, what are you getting under contract for? What? You're waiting to tell me.
Well,
What'd you get under contract for?
12 and 12.
12 and 12. Okay.
20, 25, 12 and 12. 25 for the both of them.
25 for the both of them. I like it. I like it. I like it. I think that okay, here's a 4. Here's a 4 that's been on the market for a while. Okay. This 4 has been on the market for 32. What I would love to be at with this one, Frank. Okay, no, we're lower than here. We're low. This is confusing. All right, we're lower than here. We're right here. All right. So we're not up all the way up here. We're in this area. We're right here. Okay, this is 28. Okay. Here's your comp, I think. Here's your comp. Yep, that's your comp. This thing is on the market for 28,000. You might have a deal here, Frank. Where would I like to be with it? If I'm honest with you, I would want you to be at 10 with this guy. That's where I'd want you to be. It's a little
10 and
it's a
10.
little tight. It's
10
a
and 10.
little tight. Yeah, 10
20
and
for
10.
both.
Yeah. That's where I'd like you to be. That's a double. That's a double your money. I think you sell these things for. I think you probably sell these things for 20 a pop. That's my opinion. Let me just check if there's any wetlands or any weird FEMA stuff here. Yeah, I think you sell them for 20 a pop. So I think you have a. I think you. Okay, Brian, this is where your first deal is. Can you get them down? Can you get them down, man? Can you get them down to 10 per pop?
Well, I'm talking to him now because I got a buyer who had stated that the most that he would pay for them would be 10 and 10. So I'm talking to the seller just to see where he is.
I want you to get this so badly,
And
Frank. I want you
you,
to get
you
this
and I
one.
both.
This is
Because I got it under contract.
You have it under contract.
Here's the contract. I got it in my hand. Yeah. I got it under contract. I got it for the 12, 12 and 12, or 12 and a half, and 12 and a half, or 25 for the both of them. And I am, want to go back to him and just see, since there's not a whole lot selling in the area.
I think you sell them both for 20,
Since we
man.
don't
That's my opinion.
utility.
Yeah, I think you're at 20. I think the thing is though, these things it's not super long to sell, but I think you sell at 20. So what I would do, I think you're so close, man. You're just couple $1,000 off. You're so close. I think at 11 they would be attractive. I think at 11 they'd be attractive. I think you'd get a double. I think you'd make your money. I think you're just like you're on the 5-yard line, man. You're like kissing the end zone. You're kissing it, but you're not there yet.
I don't want to throw an interception.
That's right.
I don't want to throw an interception.
Do not throw that interception, but you're damn close, man. You're damn close. I think that you go back, you work it, you say, look, like Market conditions are changing here. We can get it done for 11. I would look, if I look at this from a funding perspective, I would have to have my team triple check, but I think you're good, man. I think you're good to sell this thing for 2021. So get it for 11 and we'd probably move forward with it, honestly. If you from a funding perspective, we'd probably move forward with it.
So if I'm able to get him to come in at 11,
Yeah.
I can come back and talk to you and your funding people and see what we can do from there.
Yeah, the thing
Is
is
that
that
what I'm hearing you say?
there is no funding people. There's just me, myself, and I. So you already got a first-hand appointment, right? You got an appointment right here. So if you get it for
Okay.
11, I'm like,
Okay.
I think you're in a really good spot, man.
Okay. Got it. Thank you. And hopefully you hear from me soon.
Use that Southern charm. We'll talk to you soon, Frank. What's up, Beto?
What's up, Clay? How you
How
doing?
we doing, man? I'm doing well. Doing good.
Doing awesome as well. Closing deals. I mean, these guys are on another level. They're doing it by themselves. I'm helping Andy out still.
Good. How's that going, man?
It's going great. I mean, we've been growing our team. I feel like we brought in another person like to help do more comps and then some marketing stuff. So we're working right now with PPC. Like we're going to start investing on PPC and managing the qualifying guys, and I'm training a guy up, I guess, in qualifying stages. I guess the question for that is, how do you manage them? What kind of KPIs do you keep on them?
What specifically? Who are you talking about?
Qualifying.
You're talking about lead managers?
Yeah.
Okay, lead managers. Got it. Setters.
Yep. Setters.
By the way, dude, I never heard back from your boys.
No. Yeah. They're not into it. I told them, try to talk them in, but they're not that hungry.
Okay. I'm looking for hunger, man.
Yeah.
I'm looking for more people. We need more people. We're just absolutely murdering it. We're closing 30 deals in the next 2 weeks. We've closed
deals.
Yeah, we've closed 70 deals over the last 2 months, literally. And so we need more. We need some high ticket, some ballers. We need some ballers. We're going after big entitlement development deals now. We need some guys for some high ticket stuff in general. So
Damn, you might just convince me.
I can't. I'm not going about that. No. I wish, but no. I wish. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, we're ripping deals. So lead managers are simple, right? So there are three core KPIs that we want to track with lead managers. The first one is talk time, right? We want them to be at least an hour and a half a day. Second one is going to be qualifications per day. We define a qualification as someone who is warm or hot. In terms of warm as in very motivated, hot as in decently, or hot is very motivated, warm is decently motivated, and it's all based on price, and then obviously a series of motivation around timeline, price, and stakeholders, right? So for a lead manager, depending on the quantity of marketing that you guys are doing, I'll ask that in a second. I like to be between 12 to 15. How many offers do you make in a week right now?
We're making between 20 and 30.
Okay, 20 and 30. What is the quality of your offers?
I mean, they're pretty high up. We're closing on average like two deals a week.
Okay. But okay, so
or what do you mean by that?
I mean the people that you're offering on, how qualified are they? What my question is, why are you need a lead manager? Are you overwhelmed?
No, not a lead manager itself. Like, how can I lead the guys that are qualifying the setters? better, like on the KPI side. I mean, they're doing all right, they're doing great, but I'm just seeing how I could.
Understand. So you have lead managers right now that you want to lead better,
Yeah,
that are giving you the 20 to 30 offers per week.
I think I'm misunderstanding here, or I'm misexplaining myself. The setters, or like the guys that qualify the calls for me, I'm still
Yes.
closing them, but I'm managing them as well.
Understood.
So
How many people do you have?
we got 2 and somebody else that is gonna join the team, like start training him too.
Are they
Or like,
VAs or global talent? Are they global talent or American?
one of them is here from American, and then the other guy is VA.
All right, give me a second. So just to be clear, so we're talking about the same thing, right? You are currently you are currently asking me. You have the outbound, you have marketing, and then you have intake. Your intake is the setters, right?
That's
and
right.
you're the closer.
Yes.
And you have 2 setters right now.
That's right.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. Okay. So KPIs for these guys is going to be talk time, dials, qualifications. Okay, talk time, an hour and a half a day, right?
An hour and a half.
An hour and just an hour and a half.
Okay.
Dials is, I want to do 60 plus dials, which is 25 to 30 total people, at least. This is minimum. And qualifications 12 to 15, depending on your lead quantity. I'm assuming if you're offering on 20 to 30 people per week, this will be fine. How many gross leads are you getting a week?
So it just changed right now, but I think we got like, I can't tell you. I can't tell you right at the top of my head. My bet on that number.
Okay.
Yeah, because we had stopped mailers, and then we recircled right now with mailers and texting, because we were working on our SEO. We're bringing a guy in to help us with that, like in-house, or I guess like a consulting.
How many texts do you guys make in a month?
I think 15,000.
Oh my gosh. That's nothing. How are you guys getting that many offers out?
I know it's more SEO. That's majority of the deals that we're closing. Like, it's really on Google.
Really?
Yeah, that's.
Are you
like,
actually closing those deals?
Yeah, that's
You're
like
actually buying them.
those are all the ones that we're buying.
What's your average profit per deal on those deals?
I wouldn't like know right top of my head, but minimum is like 25K.
That's great.
But they're inbound. They're inbound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. That's insane, dude. I've never seen PPC work like that. Tell Andy congratulations.
We haven't even started PPC. It's all organic.
Oh my gosh.
We just brought in a guy to help us with PPC right now.
So you're doing SEO for that quantity of leads?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's because we're even coming up in like ChatGPT when people search us up, like we're showing up there. Andy's like a tech whiz.
He is a tech whiz, man. He's a smart dude.
Yeah.
He's a smart dude.
Which
okay,
that's why I told him, like, hey, I think we should start putting money in it. I think you should bring in like a guy that does PPC, like, just start putting more money in it, I guess, because he's really big on organic.
Damn, Andy, go. All right. What else you got, man? Is that helpful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So that's the accountability. It's every day. And by the way, you manage based on 3 things, right? So if you're becoming a manager, leadership comes down to expectations between what their person is doing and what their potential is, right? So we close performance gaps in 3 ways, right? Is there a knowledge gap? Do they know what to do? Do they know the SOPs? Do they know the standard? Is it an importance gap? Do they know why they are doing it? Right? Or is it an action gap? Knowledge, importance, action. At any one point as a manager, you need to be able to deduce whether this person is failing to hit the KPIs that we're talking about here because of a knowledge, importance, or action. It will be one of those, right? And then once you do that, once you go through that process, then you will say, okay, we're going to work on this. We're going to put together a performance improvement plan. You will improve, right? Hopefully this person will improve. And once they improve, then you're like, all right, we're back to normal. We're back to the expectations, but people will fall short. You're not hitting enough dials a day, right? Is it knowledge, importance, or action? They're just not, they're lazy. Like, cause you're a young dude. And so you're going to be like, well, you don't work as hard as me. So like, we should fire you. Like, that's what I would do. Like, that's what I did. Like, I was just like, you're just not working hard. But a lot of times it's like, do you know how to time block your day?
You're asking me
how to time, like, no, I'm saying like, that's what you asked them. Like, do you know how to time block? How are you structuring your day? Do you answer emails?
So the problem is that we have like the guy that is in state or here in the US, like we really just got him, I would say a month or two ago, and he's doing great. But the VA guy, he's been here for longer since I got here with Andy, and he's just, I think he's a VA. Do you use like the US based? Do you use VAs?
I absolutely love VAs.
Where from? Anywhere.
Venezuela. Patricia is from Venezuela.
That's what I was about to tell you. So I'm from Mexico, and I had a couple of my buddies, they all go to the top universities in Mexico. And when you graduate an internship during school, they pay around $400 to $500 a month. And once you graduate, like a super high, well-paying job is around $1,500, $2,000 a month. So I was telling Andy, like, why don't we just pick people up from there instead of like Pakistan or the other guys? ¿Ah? Es que también hablas español, ¿verdad, Clay?
Claro que sí.
Por tu tiempo en Argentina.
Claro que sí, pero no podemos hablar en español ahora mismo.
Nobody will understand.
Dale. Yeah. So I would say it again, it's knowledge, importance, action. And sometimes like you can coach people like a lot of times, you have to coach an underperformer, but if you don't want to coach a C- to a B or you're a C- to a C, like you want to have a baseline. Like the most important thing when you're working with someone who is, maybe global talent wise, right? It's you want them to be smart, hungry, and coachable, right? And so coachability creates, closes performance gaps, right? Because if someone is willing to be coached, like we have changed people from different positions. I recently changed 2 people that are global talent from different positions in my organization, but they're going to crush it because they're highly coachable and they're highly intelligent and they're very hungry. And so, you go through smart, hungry, coachable, KIA, knowledge, importance, action. If they don't fit the bill,
makes sense.
All right, brother. Good to see you on here. Good to see you on here.
Yeah, we'll talk more, Clay, because I got some other questions, but I'll let you do your thing.
If you want to hop back on, I'm still good, so I can pop you off, and then I got another guy, and then you can pop back on if you want to stay. There's just one. Hey, Sean, what's up, bro?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. Good to see you. How can I help you, man?
Yeah, I don't have a deal to review. I just was here to listen and learn. I'm on my phone. I didn't see the YouTube link this week, but maybe I missed it.
Oh, shoot.
So
well, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
We got some people on. Do you have any questions here? Or I don't have a lot of jokes for you. I can it's pretty much all I got, man. I'm just here for.
I'm just finishing up my list for my first mailer, so I don't have any deals to.
Oh, let's go, dude. Let's go. Good luck, man. I'll be thinking about you and wishing you the best of luck.
Appreciate it.
My man. All right, Beto, you're up, man. No one else. Tim, do you got a question backstage? I see you're backstage. You want to raise your hand if you got a question? He's good. All right. What's up, man?
Yeah, I guess it's more on the personal development standpoint. Like, I feel like I'm doing great on this. I started hitting, I don't know how they do the split over there. They do like 3% and 7% over here.
Okay.
All right. You know what I mean?
Are you asking about my acquisition manager's splits? Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 and 7?
No, it's not 3 and 7. But
How do you
No,
do
it's
it?
not it's 6% base. It's 6, 8, 10, 12%.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's all based on how much money you bring in, but you can go up to 12%.
Like in the commissions?
Yes.
But that's when it's getting paid off, right? Because like how, well, whatever. The point is here that Andy's like, we've been talking about back and forth, and you know, him, I'm still in school. I still need one more semester to graduate. This is going to be like my last semester, but we've been talking more and more, and maybe him bringing me in as a partner. And I just wanted to see how you would negotiate that, or, you know, I don't want to be like, you know what I mean? I don't want to be greedy as well. I like working with Andy. He's super smart. And I just feel like we could make a good team because I could focus more on the sales side. He could focus more on the tech side. So I don't know what your input on that is.
One thing is I hate partners in general in this business, unless you're going to truly build like a huge business. That's probably not the answer that you wanted to hear, but it's really hard. You will lose money at the beginning, depending on how successful you are, if you become a partner. Hi, Robin. I see Robin backstage. So I don't like partners unless you're like trying to build a business that's like greater than $3 million.
Mm-hmm.
It's just there's just not enough. There's just not enough
Meat on the bone.
Meat on the bone. But if you're trying to build like a development shop, like that's very possible. The reality is that he created the business, so it depends on what the equity partnership structure. But he's going to have the majority stake. Obviously, I think that's what Nick. I don't know if you know Nick Staley.
Yeah. I was actually talking to him today.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So I think he has some sort of thing like that with
another guy. Yeah, he told me.
Yeah.
I think he's got like 30%.
Yeah. I think that's incredibly healthy especially for someone at your age. Like Jesus. But you need to be. You need to build a big business, because if you don't build a big business, I would tell this to Andy, it doesn't make sense financially, because depending on how much margin you guys actually have, which I see up to about $1 million margins can be at about, depending on how much how fast you are scaling, and depending on the type of team that you have. Margins at around 40% net to 50% is very possible, up to about $1.5 million, right? So my entire philosophy is you get to $1.5 million, you don't get any bigger, and you just layer on development deals. Like, it does not make sense after $1.5 million to keep scaling volume, in my opinion, right?
We're
Because
doing
there's
like 750 gross per quarter.
Yeah, so you're at the kind of how many team 750 gross, like truly realized, or are under contract?
Under contract.
Okay.
No. I mean, like we've yeah, I guess we've bought like, I mean, truly realized you mean sold. Is that right?
Yes.
No, so it's under contract.
Right. So it will never be as high as you're projected.
That's right.
So you guys are probably at the top end of where. How many team members you have?
Got like 7.
Okay. So you're running a very lean team, and deals will fall out. But I'm saying 1.5, maybe 2, right? Maybe 2 in gross profit. And then there's a massive decreasing value and continue to scale volume.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the way, like we created this like proprietary scaling roadmap, right? And we're about to release it all free. And it's basically like at every stage of the business is what it should look like. And as soon as you get to that level, then you want to just do development deals. Keep your main flipping going, and then you layer on development deals. And then in that case, that's when partnerships make sense. But most land investors, I am incredibly against partnerships, because you just don't make enough money.
That makes sense.
But at two to three, it's like, okay, yes, that's when it starts to make sense. If you're at 3, then it's like, okay, so you might, depending on the type of land business that you run, depending on your average profit per deal, right? That's super important. Like your profit per deal, you have to factor that into your net margin, right? Because if you were running a shop that's doing 50K, for example, a profit per deal, then becoming like partnerships matter, right? Partnerships actually are helpful to a certain extent because you have principal agent problem. You are a principal oriented person. And then you can have a business that's like 50 to 60% net margins. At $2 million, you take home $1 million, you make 350, 400K or whatever. You make 300K and Andy makes 500K, right? As the primary, the guy that started the business for 600K. But I would say getting really clear on how big you want to build this because, and how much money you want to make. Oh, it's a lot of thoughts right there. It was a lot of thoughts. It could be a longer conversation, but I'm just really against partnerships unless you're going to build a business that's like over $3 million.
That makes sense. It's just like I think he's starting to see like more and more a little bit like my potential. And just because I'm in school, like I still taking 6 classes and I'm doing this like full time, like I'm still balancing it and I'm doing well. Like I feel like I'm doing well and I'm managing these guys. And I think he just wants to have me for a longer time frame. And that's why he's throwing that incentive in, which makes sense. But I don't know what long-term strategy would be best. But yeah, like you say, at the end of the day, being your own boss is being your own boss.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of glorification of that. That's like unneeded glorification. I think at the beginning, like if I was advising you, I would say work with someone like Andy and then like figure out how to get all the experience possible. And most importantly, like a shop that will go into development because you're not going to make money, true money, actual real money if you're a partner on a land flipping company. The way that you make real money, like we're talking 8 figures type of deal, like true life-changing money, not like I'm financially free and I have my house paid off and things like that, but like I'm a baller is you do development deals. And so whatever company you are involved with needs to have that because that's where you act that. And so equity now is kind of like, okay, like do I need equity? Yes, maybe not. Like the equity, like intellectual equity is more important. Intellectual capital is more important, but wherever you go, find a place that you can do development deals because that will springboard much faster.
So in development deals, are you building ground up? Are you JVing?
Entitlement deals, JV with builders, subdivide, stuff like that. Like what we do, big checks, man. Big checks.
How big's your team?
Right now it's about 15 people.
You're a G, Clay.
I've made a lot of mistakes, man. It's a lot of scars.
Yeah, Andy does a couple like development deals, and like you said, like we were talking about this deal in Louisiana that super like 5K buy. It's 2 houses away from the high school, the local high school. So I told him like, hey, let me just look for builders. Let's develop this one. And this was
I think Andy's I think very highly of Andy, and I think that you're in a really good spot. So I'm gonna kick it back because there's some people behind me, but join us every week. Always great to chat. Robin, are you with us, bro? He's not. Aaron, what's up, dude? Tim, you got a deal, Tim? Drop it.
Oh, hey guys. Yeah, I just joined.
You're just here for the party. You're just here for the party.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, cool, man. Well, do you need any help or any questions, or are you just here to hang out and look from afar, and that's cool?
I guess I do have a question. Just like, how are you guys, like filtering out your mail and stuff to get those like development type deals? Are you guys like filtering those lists out on the front end, like having a VA do that, and then just like kind of snipering those deals?
All right, I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna ask you a question. What stage of your business are you?
Oh, right now I'm just doing flips. I've done like 2 minor subdivides.
Cool.
Mainly just flips, but I'm looking to get some larger deals in, kind of on the side. But I'm not gonna completely stop doing that because I know what's my main bread and butter right now.
At any point in your business, you have one key constraint, and so the question that I would ask you is, okay, so this desire to get into these larger development deals, what is your revenue goal that you're trying to hit?
Well, I would say not like huge development deals in terms of I forget what they call those, where entitlement deals. Just minor subdivide deals, but I'm looking to hit, I guess, 500, 600 by next year. Well, in next year, this upcoming year.
Okay, great goal. Can you get there with just doing the current flips that you're doing?
I think so, but it would require just more volume on the texting side, which I think is not something I want to focus on. I guess I think I want to start bringing in mail into the mix here, because I do mainly just cold calling and texting.
Okay, that's a great question. All right, so on a macro level, I'm just going to give you the macro answer, right? So the macro level is you need to find counties that have laws that are open to subdividing, right? Then you need to distill down the laws of those counties that are open to subdividing, and then figure out what is exemptions, what are the subdivided regulations in this specific county, right? And this is what we do, by the way. This is exactly what we do. And then pick a series of counties that, based on that, have the highest probability of me completing a subdivide, then understanding what the road frontage requirements are, what the utility requirements are, what the openness is. And then we just build campaigns every single quarter, and we just hammer those places.
Mm.
That is
and
what
you
we
guys
do.
are constantly doing it, like perfect. Yeah, because I'm trying to, I guess, get some more of those kind of deals going. But I was also wondering, I guess, on the list side, are you like scrubbing people up by age and stuff like that, or not so much?
We scrub based on ownership length, mostly.
Ownership. Okay, got it. All right, sounds good. I appreciate that.
Dude, of course. Good. If you have any more questions, I'm going to bring Robin up front here, but if you have any more questions, man, let me know. We'll pop back over. I'd love to, help you in any way I can.
Perfect.
Thanks for joining. What's up, dude?
Oh, my brother. How are you? Can you hear me?
Perfect audio here.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Man, I was just chiming in. I just saw, hey, Clay is live, right? Like, and I was like, hey, let me just chime in here and see how he is, right?
What's up, man? How's everything going?
Like, really well. Like, end of the year, the year I always feel is like crazy, dude. Like, I mean, what we see right now is a massive deal intake. Like, end of the year, like, we have through our community a bunch of deals flying in, and people are willing to sell. And actually, I made a live today and just said, like, hey, land is not that. It's just like fully there. You just need to treat it like a business, right? Like, this is what it is. This is what I feel. For 2026, you just need to be prepared to tackle everything and stop being a hobbyist and just like treat it like a business, man.
Amen. I've been really thinking lately, Robin, about like the true, like, how do you create sustainable results in this business? Like, what are the macro, like the principles of sustainable results? And most of the time it just comes down to tackling one core problem at a time. So, like, our organizations have potentially, if you have people like you and me, have a certain amount of excess resources that we can allocate to any problem, right? A lot of times, though, we allocate those resources to like 6 or 7 different problems versus the one thing. Like, what we're doing in Q1 is every additional resource that we have, excess resource, we're allocating to a single project. My COO is on it. Everyone on my organization is on it. We're going to let everything else burn, and we don't care. So yeah, that's
And I think I think that's like how you need to do it, right? Like what's bringing the most leverage at that moment, time where you were in, right? You know what I feel is I talk to so many people and like this year because I want to see what's going on, right? And one of the major things is like people need to take care of their finances and like need to think long term, right? I mean, like you provide capital solutions for your business, and I feel more than ever, there's a statistic like 95% of the businesses go out of business within the first 3 years, right? And why is that? Like 95% of those don't have enough cash to survive the first 3 years, right? So when you're really like sign up for land, like just like really take care that you can survive the next 6 to 12 months, even when you don't make a deal, because maybe you find that one deal that will change your life, right? Like, I mean, there's deals out there that are just amazing, and you just need to see that you have enough resources in form of money to stay in the game long term, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah. Yes. I had a mentor of mine that was telling me what the heck did he tell me yesterday? He was talking about this business, and it's like, are you in a cash-based business or in a profit-based business? Something like that. And like
Yeah.
in like a cash-based business. What he was trying to say is a cash-based business has like recurring, consistently recurring transactions, and a profit-based or a cash-based business is like a development business. I'm sorry. And you have to maintain cash and steward cash very well because you get big hits every once in a while versus I don't know, profit-based business. I forget exactly how he described it. Was they're higher transactions, higher transaction volume, and it requires a different type of business owner to actually run each of those businesses. And where a lot of people mess up is they're transferring, or they don't know what business they're in terms of cash management. And it's really hard because like you hear everyone, scale. It's like, no, man, like let's be in this business for 10 years versus like trying to scale.
Yeah, that's what it is, dude. Like the horizon is just like too short. Most of the people have, right? Like, I mean, when you see like I think, right now there's so many coaches popping up that are doing stuff, right? And a lot of them never really build a business, but what they still do is they bring people in the industry in the same time. Like there is just a lot of people leaving the industry, right? So it's like this big getting in and getting out in the same time. But that gives you a massive advantage when you can just stay on top of things. And I feel this is what people need to do. Just start treating it as a business, right? This is how we'll make 2026 happening for you, right?
I love that insight, man. That's really good. Every business is becoming more like that, and there's a lot of false promises of what it needs to be. And so it's like, how do you operationalize every function? And it's hard to operationalize an immature business because you can't have like labor specialization. You just have to do everything. And like labor specialization is like when a company's mature enough, but most people want to have people in specific positions when the reality is like, you got to do a lot at the beginning and you got to run it like a business too. And like, it's a lot, Yeah.
Like I was, like one of my friends in mentor, Trevor Mock, he's the CEO of Carrot, right? Like he said on stage last year in Mastermind, your business will never outgrow your identity, right? And everybody's hoping for this lucky hits, all this like shiny, oh, I made 150 grand on my first deal, right? Or my student made 150 grand on his first deal. Yeah, well, what they don't tell you is he didn't make a deal for another like 18 months after that, right? Like, because it's just statistics, like, and this is what you can influence. So when you really want to treat this, just like build a plan for a year. Like in a year from now, you can make like any kind of like a claim, hey, this was successful or not, right? And in the way, I mean, like you were really big on KPIs and all that, and I'm on that too. Like, hey, know your numbers and then build yourself a year of runway, right? Believe in yourself and go through that and go all in on that, because everything you build or people like us build, right, like is on blood, sweat, and tears in the very end, right? This is what we all went through, and nobody's talking about that, right?
I think that one of the big things that I see that, and I think there's James or Jim or an error Jim wants to come up. Jim, message me in backstage if you still want to, JJ, if you still want to come up. But one of the
I didn't want to hijack that, by the way. I just wanted to chime in and say hello.
We're chatting, man. We're chatting. I love it. This is great. This is value add. But I think that like prioritization, Robin, I just find that that's a big problem. Like that is the problem.
Dude, I had that guy, right? Like he went in one of our managed businesses. Like this is what we do, right? We run a fully managed business for people. He went in there and he paid a really high amount to get his business operations set up and running. And then we produce all the leads for him. He produced 200 leads in 2 months, right? That's what we set him up for. Guess how many calls he did in this 2 months?
I don't know.
10.
Yeah.
And then he tells me it doesn't work. So what he
Yeah.
did instead of doing calls, it's just like, oh, let me build a system around the system. Like, hey, dude, that's a system that, I mean, we've done 1,400 deals, right? Like, that's a system that works, right? So you just like need to hop in and just do calls. Like, this is everything you need to do. There's nothing else what you need to do. You just need to do that, right? And
Yeah.
look, it was there. There's Drew, right?
Look
And-
at
Put my trash back in.
Yeah.
what's up, Drew?
Hey guys, thanks for letting me crash your party.
Yeah. I
Thanks for
crashed
coming
too.
on.
Like I crashed
Thanks
too,
for coming
man.
on. Drew and I were gonna look at a deal here. Drew, I'm sorry we're going late here on the live.
That's all right.
If you want to go, if you want to go over this deal that we're looking at right now, we could do it live if you want to.
Sure. Do it.
It's a pretty big deal. Buy for 725, exit subdivide deal. So
Oh, you want to look at our deal? Yeah.
yeah, why not? Or do we need to hop, Drew, and talk about it over in another Zoom? All right, I'll message him offline. So anyone else have any other questions here? Before we hop off, guys. No, I don't see any questions behind. I don't see any comments. So what did I learn from this episode? What's really interesting, guys, is that like we got a guy, Frank, who I think Frank was telling me earlier in this live that he's like sending out 1,000 mailers a month. He just got a deal that he's going to buy for 11 for 12 for 24 total or 25 total. He could sell it for 40, 45, maybe 50. The guy's sending out 1,000 mailers a month. And so, and then what Robin and I are talking about here, like, I think that's all like super, it's all super germane to the basis of everything, right? The basis of everything is you need to take this like a business and know that like, you don't just go to the gym. Like I do this, but like go to the gym and you watch a YouTube video, man. Like you're not getting the same workout or listen to a podcast, unless it's the LandMan podcast, which in that case, that makes it a workout. Or any of the YouTube on my YouTube channel. But all joking aside, you can't half step anything, right? And you can't half step this business. And half stepping doesn't necessarily mean you can't do it part time. It just means that when you're doing it, you're committed full time. Someone that works out hard 3 times a week, 2 times a week is better than someone who works out haphazardly 5 to 6 to 7 times a week, right? It's about intentionality versus just flying by the seat of your pants. So we always appreciate you guys joining. We had a fellow Lamb celebrity join, 2 Lamb celebrities here join us this week, Robin Sieb and Drew Haney. So it's good to have you guys on. Thanks for joining us, guys. And I will echo what Miss Vanessa said. Land is not dead. Let's go. We'll see you guys here every single week. We come live at 6 o'clock. We will see you guys then, and have a great rest of your week.